Great evening, great evening. My name is Vetta, and today we're going to discuss scars. We're going to discuss how it is okay to grow in your scars, grow out of your scars, and to learn from your scars. So many times we become so dependent on our scars that they literally take our identity. You identify yourself as your scars, as what you've gone through, as what you've been through. That's how you introduce yourself, by what you've been through and what you've gone through. But that's not how you're supposed to. Introduce me to you. Tell me exactly who you are. What's your name? Who are you? Tell me who you are. Not by your experience or your trauma, because that does not make you who you are. That is not your identity. It is a part of you, but it is not your identity. And we become so comfortable in that place. We become so comfortable in that scar that it literally becomes our clutch. It is our safety place. It is our hiding place. And even though it may be an ugly situation, it may not be something that we want to be in, but because we've been in it for so long, it's comforting. This is what I know. No, I don't like it. No, I don't really want to be here, but this is what I know. And if I choose to do anything else, that's going to be uncomfortable. I'm going to be scared of that. But my question is, you would you would rather stay in this very uncomfortable situation that you know not that's not good for you, versus getting in this uncomfortable situation that could potentially lead to your happiness. So which uncomfortable situation would you rather be in? One that you know that is going to stay where it is, or one that could possibly change? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Are you insane? Are you insane? If you are, if you aren't, like, I really dare you to try it. Make yourself uncomfortable, but to your happiness. You're going to have to evaluate yourself. Evaluate yourself and check yourself. I definitely had to do it. One Sunday, my pastor told us to write down everything about ourselves, the good and the bad, and evaluate yourself. Not just how I think I am, but how I really am, how other people see me. And I had to check myself. I had to check myself, and that is one of the hardest things I think that we'll ever have to do as human beings, is to check yourself, realize where you're wrong, realize where you need work, realize where you need improvement. But I had to do it. And in the midst of me checking myself, I realized that I was holding on to my scars. That it was so comforting to say, this is me. This right here, this is me. Versus realizing that's not me. And I had to ask myself, well, Vetta, how long are you going to hold on to that? How long are you going to hold on to that? Like, these people are living their lives. They are living their lives, and you are still sitting here and you're still holding on to something. For what? Why? What's the purpose? It was hurting me more than anybody else. I'm pretty sure, like, these people don't even have this thing on their mind at all. But to me, it was bothering me. And for what? Why was it bothering me? Because I kept going back to it. Because it was my comfort zone. I know that if I go straight to this, even though it may be uncomfortable, I'm comfortable in this uncomfortableness. That's the word. But I'm comfortable in being in discomfort, which is crazy. That is crazy. Until I started evaluating myself. I started doing devotion. I started doing yoga. I started doing meditation. Meditation has saved my life. Until I started really focusing on what was important and what wasn't important. And that scar that I was holding, or those scars that I was holding on to, those were not important. Those were not my identity. Those were only a portion of my story. Those are a part of my story, but that does not make me who I am. That does not make me who I am. My scars does not define me. My scars does not define me. Your scars does not define you. Your scars does not define you. Take a moment, write down what it is that's really bothering you. Write down what it is, what trauma that you're going through. Write down what experiences that you're going through that you do not like and that you want to get out of. And then write down a way to get out of it. When you write down those two ways, I want you to compare. If I stay here, I'm going to stay here in this uncomfortable situation, and the result will be I'm going to remain uncomfortable. The result could be depression, suicide, murder, anything. I'm going to stay here with the possibility of all these things. Or I can go over here and be uncomfortable momentarily to find my happiness, momentarily to be okay, momentarily to find myself again, because that's what I had to do. I had to find myself again. It got to the point where God broke me, so I had to rebuild myself, and it wasn't based on my scars. I didn't rebuild myself based on my scars. I rebuild myself based on myself. I had to find myself again. You know why? Because my scars do not define me. My scars do not define me. Your scars do not define you. Your scars do not define you. You need to take a moment, wake up, and realize just who you are. You are an amazing person. You're an awesome person. What you have experienced is not you. That is not your life. That is a part, a portion. But it is up to you how big or small that part or portion is. If you use that scar as a clutch, as a comforting zone, then it's gonna be it will be your life. But if you choose to grow from it, to grow in it, to grow out of it, to learn from it, baby, you can change your own life. You'll make your own self happy. You can bring your own self out of depression. You can do it. I believe in you. If nobody else believes in you, Vetta believes in you. If nobody else tells you that they love you, I love you. If nobody else tells you that they care for you, I care for you. I care for you, and I want you to win. I want you to survive. I want you to be happy. I want you to find yourself again. I beg of you to find yourself again. Because you deserve it. You deserve all the goodness in the world. You deserve all the happiness in the world. And clutching to your scars will not make that happen. Again, your scars do not define you. Remind yourself just who you are.